Trying to figure all the reasons why I'm trapped, struggling with all these demons. Sit back and try to figure all the reasons why I'm trapped, struggling with all these demons. I've been lost since first, I can't remember. The time I wake up is cause of nightmares of prison. Last of a dying breed, but I stay humble, praying that my whole world don't crumble. I keep my family close because they need me. The devil's on my back and he's steady trying to feed me. Even as a kid, I would get it out the mud. Me and mama was broke, so I don't know why. So my soul for a pistol in a dream. Said I'll make it up at this beach if I believe. What's up, everybody? Y'all heard this dude? It's Big Lance. Up and coming. We got an interview with the homie Jeff from Grind and Shine Recovery. Each and every day, how's everybody feeling? Well, it's going to be institutionalized, real one. Each and every day. Paper quick stack before we thought the Cadillacs. Eyes bloody from this shit like it's cataracts. After that was slept 9 to 5, be on my bad that fat back bitches rolled up. I take a stab at that. Rather change a rival, capture guns and mad prison task. Gotta see the face of God till I believe in that. Only thing that makes sense hits your curiosity. I stood in the face of shit that probably make the devil weak. Sleep only when the sun is up. I'm prepared to be. My mom's tripping, say you turn a new leaf. Staying bad in these streets, cause she knows in her heart. The most bad dinners come with memorable scars. Be like, fuck that. Don't give me girls and cars. Y'all ready for a banger interview? Hey, I said that too. Alright, we on here waiting. Alright, here we go, man. Big Lance, Mainline interviews. And we're ready to rock and roll, man. So we got a guest today. And I'm going to find out what's going on with the notifications. I'm going to find out why the hell my lives ain't getting notified to people. I guarantee you, they don't like what I say about them. But fuck them. That's how I feel. I know that people will watch it. I hope you guys enjoyed the little workout video I just put on there. Hopefully it helps some people out. Just a little beginner, people get started. So anybody in the comments that's going to be like, oh, well, that workout wasn't shit. Hey, listen, eat a dick. I'm trying to help some people, okay? Not everybody is at your level. Let people get to your level, all right? So we got the homeboy, Jeff from Grind and Shine Recovery. Now, this guy has a YouTube channel. He's been on here for about a year or so, maybe 2. And, you know, I would love to get Struggle, man. I've reached out to Struggle James numerous times. I'm not big enough. Struggle's, you know, I've tried, buddy. I've tried. So, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our guest on. We're going to have Jeff come on here, and he's going to tell his story, okay? He's going to tell you about his overcoming of addiction. He's going to tell you about his prison time. As always, prison rules are in effect. So what we're going to do is be kind, be humble, all of that good stuff, okay, everybody? So without further ado.
What's up, right,
brother?
Good, man. How you doing today?
Well, man, I'm living, man. I can't complain with nobody listening to that shit anyway.
I already know.
I've been talking a little bit about you.
Good deal.
Telling a little bit of what I know, which isn't that much, but from what I can tell, you are a recovering addict. You are a felon, an ex-con.
Yeah.
But your message is genuine. Your message is sincere. You really genuinely care about helping people. And for that, I salute you. For that, I tip my hat to you. And, you know, we've been trying to get this interview going for a while. Fortunately, time is a motherfucker in this. We got kids and families and work and bills and all that shit. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy that I've been talking about that heard, I think me say it on live that I was going to give that money up and I was going to get this box of stuff. He is the one that actually called me and told me that I could have the stuff he had, which is practically brand new, man. So thank you very much for that. And without further ado, I'm going to let you introduce yourself, introduce your channel. Tell these people who you are, where you're from, and let's get it going.
Good. My name's Jeff. My channel's The Recovery. Basically, I did my time in Ohio. You know, I've been in and out. I did a couple bids. Basically, my last one was 2012, and you know, that's when I just had enough, man. You know, the life, you know, in there, and it don't matter if you're in level 2 or higher levels. You still, you know, you got the same chaos no matter where you're at. But so basically, you know, my story is, you know, drugs that played a lot into it, and I got addicted to the street life. You know, the way I grew up was in the neighborhood. There was a lot of bikers around and stuff, and you know, I gravitated towards the hustle and the street life, and you know, it ran from there to where, by the time I was 23, I did my first, you know, bid, which was just a short one, like a year. And, you know, it progressed from there. You know, I went through the revolving door and, you know, for me, man, you know, thank God I didn't have kids going through it. And I learned after my second number, man, I was just done, you know, because, you know, in my state, you see a lot of BS. Myself, I was not in it, you know, in any gangs. I had some buddies who had some clout and ran some stuff, but you know, myself, I tried to keep my head down, do my time, you know, and get up out of there. Because I realized, man, like you get so used to being an animal in there, and you know, you have to be able to take it to whatever level you have, you know, the guy that you have a problem with is, you know, and like I said to you on the phone, you know, what makes us thrive in there makes us monsters out here. You know what I mean? So I try to share my message to let people know, man. And I'd like to see some type of prison reform as well, you know, because there's no real rehabilitation with our system. Here in Ohio, one of the things that shocked me the most with going through the legal system and the prison system was, I almost got a hate crime on me over messing with some chomos. Okay. I have a brother who's completely blind who just did a bid, right? He had got a street charge because a guy tried to prey on him because his disability. He defended himself. Well, they protect him to such an extent. He called it street charge. They kind of figured everything out that the guy was a predator and stuff, but you know, it just shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, and it disgusts me that our system does that, you know, and I don't know. Here in Ohio, they have actual whole camps that are dedicated to these chomos to protect them. And that's one of the things that blew my mind the most with the system. One of the things I'd say is, you know, seeing some of the politics, man, too, made me really realize I had to change my life, because the guys I know, like I said, that had clout in there, they're doing better in prison than they are in the streets. You know what I mean? And it's a shame because there's a lot of wasted talent, you know, in our prison systems.
Well, you know, you touch on a real good point right there. Is that there's so many people in prison who are very talented, tattoo artists, people who can fix anything in your house, people who can build houses, people who can create these beautiful structures, people that can do pretty much all walks of life, right? And because of a single mistake, because of going to the wrong party, because of some girl saying they slapped her around, because of whatever, they're sitting in prison and around people who really deserve to be there. And that is sad. And something else that you touched on was how close to home for you that these monsters were. You know what I mean? Because you talk about your brother, the situation with that. So yeah. I'm sure by you having that situation, that's already going to leave a bad taste. That's already going to make you feel somewhat aggressive towards those individuals, which, you know, we should feel aggressive towards them anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
But when it does, it's touched close to home for myself. We've had that occurrence in my family, and it happens to a lot of families. And people don't understand how messed up it is or how fucked up it feels to be in those pods with those guys who have done these heinous things to kids, and for that state to give you a fucking hate crime or a street charge, which I got one. I caught almost an extra year for beating up one of them real bad, put him in a coma for that in 2 weeks. I felt like I was justified.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like the Bible says, you know, 2 wrongs don't make a right or something. But fuck that. I'm going to beat him up every chance I get.
No, I feel you. Well, and like I said, they know they're protected. You know, like I said, this incident with my brother, you know, he just was seeing that my brother had a disability and he thought he was going to be easy prey. And he turned out, you know, he had the wrong guy. But it just makes me sick that this stuff happens, man. And, you know, I like I said, I did all right with my time as far as, you know, you hear people tell a lot of war stories, man. And I don't know, myself, I did what I had to do to you know, to handle my issues, but no one's in there looking for drama for the most part. You know what I mean? Because you got to be prepared to take it to whatever level the next guy is, you know? And that's a hard situation to adapt to, man. So that's one of my biggest messages is like, we all got to get together and voice like, hey, there's no real rehabilitation. You're locking people up and then you send them right back to where they came from. You know what I mean? You're not giving them no chance to change anything, you know, instead of being focused on reentry.
Let me ask you this. Let's move on, because you and I kind of on the same page with the after prison aspect of this whole YouTube thing, right? Which is great, and I love it. I love talking more about these accomplishments, these victories, these, you know, as Wes calls it, the wins, you know. And to spend one day outside of addiction, to spend one day not chasing, not robbing, stealing, doing what it is you have to do in order to get that fix, that's a victory. And, you know, people have a lot of different views on this topic, and we can talk about it all day, because you're going to have people who are going to say, oh, well, you shouldn't medicate to get past an addiction. Or you have some people that say you should. I myself did. That's what I did. And do I regret it? No. Do I regret doing it for this long? Yes. For 2 years, I've been doing it. And, you know, we talked about it on the phone, and I'm going to go ahead and put it out there now, because the audience, we've been dealing with it on this channel. And I actually want to bring it up because I'd like to hear what you have to say about it, because you do talk a lot about recovery.
Yeah, yeah.
I told him before, my doctor, he quit his practice. He walked out, left me in a jam. So for the last day or so, I was on the phone trying to find a new doctor. But I got to the point where I said, you know what? Why continue the saga? Why keep putting myself through this? Why not just take what I have left, spread it out, and just go on and do it, man? And man the fuck up, because that's the new motto here at the BLC is man the fuck up. So what is your take on that type of situation, man?
Okay, I love your message with, you know, because we do got to take responsibility for our own situations. Now, I believe in maintenance thoroughly, because I don't know about you, but like for me, drugs, like my first time ODing was at 4 years old, because I grabbed my mom's bottle of Ativan and turned it up because I seen her doing it, you know. So drugs was, you know, like it was just part of my life from that age on, you know. My mom was an addict. I grew up around, like I said, a lot of bikers, you know, poor middle class neighborhood. So for people that's, you know, your life is revolved around that, you know what I'm saying, for so long, if this medicine that you take once or twice a day keeps you from, you know, to where you could work and you could live a successful life, um, I'm all for it. But that said, there is a lot of abuse. I think each person has to find their own path. Like, you know, if you went on medicine, you know, if you got addicted because you know, myself, like I never touched pills. I sold drugs up till I was like 20. I had a bad injury. I got a script of oxys at 20 years old, you know, and it was off to the races.
Yeah.
But for people who's got addicted because they had an actual medical issue, I think it's perfectly fine to use that medicated assisted treatment because it is an opiate antagonist or whatever, so it does have pain killing qualities. I think, like I said, each person has to find their path with that. You know what I mean?
Each person's different.
Yeah.
You can't have one solution for 20 different people because it's not going to work.
Yeah. And but the stigma, man, with it, I think makes people feel that they have to wean. They have to hurry and get off this medicine because people feel they're not truly clean. And to me, it's a result of what you're doing with your life. Are you out there trying to help the community? Are you trying to spread a good message? Are you taking good care of yourself? Are you taking care of your family? And, you know, if you could take 1 or 2 pills a day to keep from relapsing to, I don't know what your drug of choice was on the streets, but from something like heroin that could take your life, to me, it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Now, that said, I think the wean process, be very careful with it. You know what I mean? See how it goes. You know what I'm saying? If you do good with it, man, I would roll with not, you know, weaning off and rolling on. But don't let that, you know what I mean? Don't let this stigma make you hurry and get off before you need to, or
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that you make a very valid point there. That's very true. And I feel like and this is why it's different, because, like, for instance, I'm quote unquote a motivational speaker in a lot of senses. You know, that's where I'm headed in life. And there's a lot of people on this show that I talk to on a one-on-one basis. And I have seen people do this since I've had this channel. I've watched them, and they've gone through with me on Instagram, or we've done it on Messenger or whatever. And they're like, listen, I did it, man. I'm 2 weeks, and they've continued it. And that warms my heart.
Yeah.
And it has inspired me. So I'm with this feeling right now from pure inspiration. Like, I just want to do it for myself first and foremost. But I also want to do it because, in my opinion, how can I get on here every single day? Every morning I do a video and talk about man up and talk about, you know, just be solid, be a warrior, fight through that shit, if I'm not willing to do it myself. And that is also something that I'm using as a tool here, because you need, when you go through something like I'm about to go through, you have to use whatever motivation you can. You know, it's like you're going to be grasping for any type of strength that you can find, because there's going to be those nights where you haven't slept in 2 days, your legs are going to hurt, your back's going to hurt, your stomach hurts, everything hurts. We know this. We've seen videos. It will be documented. Obviously, I'm going to make the videos and stuff when I feel like it. But I do agree with what a lot of people say. Everybody's different, and you must find out what works for you. And I think you should do that, obviously, before you do your detox. You need to find out, you need to get all your ducks in a row, and don't just be laying there in limbo. Be set, prepared, and all that. Yeah. Now, your channel is it Grind and Shine Recovery, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Where do you see, like, what direction are you trying to take this channel? Like, what is your purpose with it, and how are you trying to reach out with it?
Okay, one thing I try to always say in my videos, if anyone's struggling with addiction, get at me in the comments. If you don't know where to start with like how to try to get into recovery and get some support around you, positive support, because a lot of times as addicts and living the life we live, we don't have any positive support. So I offer to do that. If people don't know where to start, get at me. I'm good at, cutting through red tape, finding rehabs that may take people, or treatment centers, detoxes, or just if they need an outpatient facility, you know what I mean? Because I know how it is. One day we might, if you catch someone on the right day, you might help them to where they actually get some, get rolling with some clean time. And I know it's hard, when you got to deal with calling different places and being turned away here and there. So I try to offer that just to make it easier for, to get them something that would work for them.
And that's why I say what I say about, the being genuine. And, I've had so many like offers or people that have these big channels and they're like, man, I want to come on your show and let's link and all that. But if I go on their channel and I don't think that they're pushing that positivity or they're pushing that purpose, drive, and discipline, and they're pushing the same shit I'm pushing, I won't do it. And a lot of people say, man, you should have done that, would have helped your subs. And listen, we had that conversation too. Fuck them subs. If they don't want to listen to the real, cool. You know what I mean? And I got on this channel, and I'm hoping that they will migrate towards your message as well. These are the best people in the world, bro. You'll find that the people on this channel are so genuine and so real. They work shit out amongst each other. They connect. They make networks. And that's what you have to do when you're in recovery. Am I not right?
Oh, for sure, man. That's the biggest thing is, having that positive support, like I said, and, my channel ain't that big, but I got a good little group of people who's always in the comments and always supporting. And it's awesome, man, and that's what, I like seeing like what you're doing, the purpose, drive, and discipline. You got to have that to have any success in life, man. When I finally got my life together after my last bid, I got out homeless, just lost my mom, and literally I got on my feet within 4 months because I was like, I put my nose to the grind. I cut off all negative influences, even family to an extent, because
you have to.
You have to. The dysfunction is going to suck you back in because you're so used to it. And that's one of the things, that I try to always tell people. And that's one reason I do what I do is because I know it's hard. You don't know where to start. You know what I mean? Because our whole life is centered and our identity is centered in that street life, the addiction. You know what I mean?
And you have some people here saying condolences for your mother, man. I don't know if you can see the comments on your end, but
no, I appreciate it though.
Yeah, absolutely, man. People are saying that, that's what I'm talking about here. And you make a very good point there too, bro. As far as when you feel overwhelmed and you're trying to stay clean, that is definitely a trigger. When you feel anxious or when you feel like you're not gaining any headway and you're just kind of sitting here like, well, fuck, I might as well get high because my life sucks anyway. That's what we mean when you got to have yourself prepared to do what you're going to do. And like I was telling you, I'm getting ready to, I got some vacation time. I'm going to use it. I'm going to take a week. I got a week left. I'm going to start on a Friday and I'm going to just ride that wave, bro. And, it's channels like yours, Nicole's. I'll shout Nicole out because Nicole in the beginning of my channel.
She's good people.
Stuff. Yeah, she is good people. But there's a lot of things on YouTube that will inspire. I watch them all the time. I even watch Wes. When I'm feeling really down, I'll turn on some Wes Watson and he'll scream at me and tell me to do my burpees and tell me to hoot my fuck the shit and everything, and I'll get my laugh on. But he really does have a cool message, man. And once he really does, and I respect the dude for what he's accomplished.
Yeah, to be able to come out of prison and do what he's done, or Joe Guerrero or Big Herc, I admire them guys because they've kept it real. They've tried to keep a positive message. They've not got mixed up with the nonsense. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know.
There are success stories. If
Yeah.
you're a YouTuber like we are, you know, those are the people. I always try to, you know, people always ask me because I hang around people who are more successful than me, make more money than me, bigger than me, stronger than me, because that's what inspires me. I try to be around people that I admire because that's who I want to be. I want my kids to look at me as someone they admire. And, you know, the one thing that I did hear off of his channel one time, and it stuck with me, he said, the reason your kids ain't fucking looking at you is because they don't respect you. And that made a lot of sense to me because you see so many people, fathers, and you're a father, I'm a father. We have a lot of fathers on this channel whose kids show no respect sometimes. And you wonder why, and that's the valid point. You have to show by example, teach by example. You can't just say, do as I say, not as I do. If you're telling your kid to do something, but you're over here fucking off, then that's going to be obviously a deterrent for them.
For sure.
Now, as far as, you know, I want to backtrack just a little bit because this is a prison show.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about, you know, prisons out there, man. What are the cliques? What are the gangs, and how's it work over there on your side of the world, brother?
All right. So here in Ohio, man, the way my bid went, I was in county. A lot of the gang politics, a lot of it's by city. Like you got CWBs, which is like Cincinnati White Boys. You got Heartless Felons, which is like a Cleveland gang that's got pretty big in the Ohio system. You got the ABs, you know, of course, and the Bloods and Crips. And I mean, you can run neutral, but you know, gangs are a big part of any system. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And like I said, I mean, the violence over drugs and stuff, that was one of the big things that my last bid, I actually seen a guy get jumped because he came in the pod in the block. And this is in county, okay? He got jumped over having some subs, you know, that he brought in and keistered in, you know.
Yeah.
And these guys, you know, 5 guys, you know, grabbed an arm, leg, and one guy went fishing. And I'll never forget that, man, because you know what I mean, that's the sickness. And you know, it only has the power we give it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we give it all our life because that's what our life's been, and we don't realize that it's as easy as being like, hey, I'm not going to have this part. You know, if you cut that out of your life, and like you said, hang around only successful people, you're going to expire. You aspire to what you're around. You know what I'm saying? If you're all like when I was out in the streets or using dope or locked up, I always, you know, measured myself up to next to you know, the next dope fiend or the next guy that's using next to me. So you don't realize how messed up you guys are and how fucked up it is. You know what I mean?
The one thing
all you know is these, you know, people that's doing the same shit you are.
The one thing you just said, man, I fucking love it, dude. You said it's only as strong as we make it. You know, it's only has as much power as we allowed to have. And I want you to know something, that you saying that is going to be something that I take with me from this. It's probably going to be the biggest thing that I take from this interview tonight. And the reason is because I hate giving anything or anybody any type of control over me. I let that happen for years in the penitentiary. I let it happen with years to a needle. I let it happen for years, decades with anger. And I'm not going to let it happen anymore, man. And I want to tell you thank you, because by saying that, it just reaffirms that this chapter in my life has come to an end. And it's time to do this. And I'm only going to give it the respect that it deserves, which isn't much. And that's what we need to get to, is that don't give these fucking drugs the power over your life. Don't give these anger issues or this depression or this guilt or anything else that you might suffer from. Do not give it the fucking power to control you anymore. Let it go. You know, they say let go and let God, or whatever you believe in. And yeah, Kevin, there you go. Kevin, yep, said, don't be fucking weak. You know what I'm saying? We're not weak. Man the fuck up. Toe the line.
Now, that said, man, when you're going through this, don't let pride push you to do, you know what I mean? If you're having it rough enough to where you may relapse, bro, come up with a plan to detox. You know what I'm saying? Like, just if it's a wean or whatever, because you know how it is. It only takes the right situation. And like if you're detoxing and you're at the store and some dude you ain't seen in 5 years rolls up, you know what I mean? Situations like that happen. And so just, like I said, just you'll get it, man. You'll get it.
Well, we're going to definitely be doing videos. So it might be cool when I do start doing this. Maybe we'll sit and do an interview, man. I'll probably look a lot different than that interview than I do today. But the one good thing that I do have right now is that I moved here recently. So I don't know a lot of people. I do, but I don't know a lot of people in that, life anymore here. I will say it's scary. It's definitely intimidating, but I've faced bigger odds. I've faced bigger men. I've faced bigger situations. I've taken my lumps in life. This will just be another thing I have to take on the chin. And that's what you talk about on your channel. And, with having a recovery channel, it is hard. It's hard to grow. It's hard to connect because there are so many of them. And, the reason that I watch yours and the reason that I want to promote yours is because you can look in a person's eyes. And this is one thing that they teach you in prison. One thing you must learn immediately. You can tell when somebody is genuine. You can tell when they're fucking fake. And, you never get on your show and bitch and complain. You never get on your show and, worry about anything but your message. That's being a real one, in my opinion. People always say, you're a real one. You're a real one. Well, that's being a real one, brother. And I salute not only your message, but I salute your fortitude. And for anybody that puts himself out there, as I've done, as you've done, this shit is hard, man. It's very uncomfortable at times, and you become very vulnerable, which is hard for any man.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's like I said earlier, we're taught that's weak. You know what I'm saying? Like in the system and all that stuff, it's weak, but we have to do that to get out of that cycle we're in. You know what I'm saying? And work through them issues. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it was that got you down that road, you gotta be able to work back through that.
Yeah. I was reading a comment here. Somebody said, why not do these interviews and then drop? It makes no sense to go live if you're not interacting with your subs. Well, I do it for a couple reasons. I like to be as real as possible. And a lot of times, by just having a real conversation, it seems that people feel it more, because if I go in here and try to edit and pick through shit, you never know, man. This man might say something that really, really could help somebody, or might say something that maybe I don't agree with, but somebody else would. So I don't do that. You know what I mean? I do interact with the audience a lot, actually, during these interviews. But that's the reason why I do it, is because this show is real. We keep it 100 all times. So this is why I do it.
No, and that's one reason, like I said, I think I subbed to you when you were at 800, and your message, man, I love it. And, anybody can get on here and tell war stories. To be able to have success after prison or after addiction, man, the odds are stacked against us. And that's one reason, I try to stick with only the positive, because, if you do the same thing and stay in the same mode, you're going to get the same results. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
and this is now, honestly, and this is something else. And I hope that you get to the point that I'm starting to get into now, where this is actually becoming almost a job for me, because there comes a point in time when you do start to make a little money, and it's not a lot. It's pennies to the dollar, to the ads and all that. But I do this because this is my dream. You do this because this is your dream. And my dream isn't to be rich from motivational speaking. My dream is to one day know later on in life that my experience has saved some lives. I had an epiphany in a hole in Greensville Penitentiary, and this is when all this started. And I've told this story before. I just come back from talking to the FBI, and they were talking RICO, and they were talking 20 years.
It's never good when the RICO comes out, dog.
And they told me that the next fucking gang shit I did, or I was responsible for, will be, that's it. You're gone. They're gonna wash you up.
Yeah.
And I really had to make a decision, and I made it, and I'm happy I made it. You know what I mean? And today I'm living my dream, and I'm helping people. I now have a format to help people who want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to do that.
Yeah.
It's all about your karma. It's all about paying it forward, man. If I can have the gift, then everybody should have it. And that gift is enlightenment, man. That's what you talk about. You talk about getting to that point where you know you're strong enough to conquer another day. Get to that point where the weight is lifted. You know, you have to take that bag of guilt, of pain, of misery, of addiction, of all that shit, and you got to drop it, and you'll be free. And that's where we all, ultimately want to be. And I think that's why a lot of people watch these shows, because they're struggling. And to see somebody like yourself, to be successful, to have the things that you want in life, to be a good father, to be a good husband, to be a good employee, to be making these videos and helping people, that is what doing these videos is about. It's not about the clickbait. It's not about let's put a bunch of little frills on our channel and let's try to grab everybody's attention and be the next hot thing. I want longevity. I want to have this channel 10 years from now, or maybe something bigger. And the only way to do it, I think, is to just be patient, be as real as you fucking can be, and that's why I do promote your channel, man. Grind and Shine Recovery. You guys, make sure you go check his channel out. And just to let you know, we don't get, during this time of day, most of my subs are at work. Usually I'm at work, but a lot of people are going to see this video. And a lot of people are going to come check your channel out. If there was one thing that you would want to say before they went over there and did that, what would that be?
It's straight up real life, what I've been through, no BSing. And I've been doing this for a year. I'm only at like 709 subs, but it ain't about any of that to me. It's just about, man, letting people know it's possible to change your life no matter what your circumstances, man. Like I said, I got out of prison, homeless, nothing rolling for me, no support, and dealing with losing half my eyesight at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So if I can get my life together and to where, I ain't rich by no means, but I got a 3-bedroom house. My kids are fed, and I got a beautiful family, man. And that's what it's about. So yeah, man, it's just all real, man. Just real life, real recovery.
Now I'm gonna ask one more question, because I know I'm gonna get asked to ask you, because everybody's been asking about this. How are you dealing with the coronavirus?
Dog, I got plenty of water and plenty of canned goods, dog.
Do you have toilet paper, Jeff?
I got plenty. Hey, I didn't go hoarding though. I kind of, it's sad, man. It is really a sad thing that for my kids, just the way the world's going, man. I've never seen nothing like it. I'm sure you haven't. And I think people shouldn't be so fearful, because I'm gonna live my life. If it's my time, it's my time. Yeah. And living in fear, man, it's just not worth it. I didn't live in fear in prison, and I ain't gonna live in fear out here. You know what I'm saying? It's just it is what it is.
It's what it is. And I tell people every day, I say, listen, go live your life. And your time is gonna be your time.
Yeah.
It's not now. You have a long life ahead of you, man. We're gonna beat this thing, and it's gonna go, shrivel away just like everything else.
Yeah. Prayers for anybody who's dealing with it. The people who's passing. It's sad. It breaks my heart for the people, but I think there's some fear mongering too. But
sure. I mean, my fear, like I told them earlier, I'm the one that they're worried about in my house because of the vape smoke. I have all this respiratory issues that I deal with. And I'm still seeing these medical professionals about it. Nobody knows what it is. They say it's pneumonia. It was pneumonia for a while because it just turned into that. But I think that the world itself needs to check itself and they need to calm down and settle down a little bit, man, because people fist fighting over toilet paper in the food line is not a good look for anybody.
The panic's causing panic. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, and it's just escalating itself. So yeah, I think, like I said, it's something, you know, we're gonna have to grind through. But I mean, you know, you can't live in fear by no means, you know.
Eric Thomas said, "Go to work. Go to." He's always joking me when I'm home from work. He said, "Why aren't you working?" These are the guys I was telling you about. Now, my kids were away at their grandparents, so I had to be here when they got back because they're young. They're 9 and 12. So, Eric Thomas, go fuck yourself. And but hey, Jeff, buddy, it has been great talking to you. And I think we should do this again.
For sure.
I think that I'd like to discuss, like I discussed with Successful Convicts Station. Make sure y'all check out Successful Convicts. You know, we want to form kind of a positive alliance. We want to work together because there are things that you can do or know that I don't, and vice versa, and all around the board. And if we bring all that together, we collaborate all these different angles.
For sure.
All that says to me is that we're helping more people. You know, all the subs and everything else aside, YouTube drama, man, let's stay away from that. Let's keep the positive train going. As always, man, you know, I appreciate you guys watching because you kept it respectful, and that's what I love about you guys. Prison rules are in effect. Brother, any last words before we end this interview today?
Man, I just appreciate you having me on, bro. And like I said, I'd come on anytime, man.
Cool, man. You keep on doing what you do, man, and good things are gonna happen to you.
Oh yeah, wait, hold up. My main goal is I got a plan. I'm hoping in the next 5 years to try to open a sober living. That's one of my big things that I'm trying to work into from where I'm at now. I'm working on like doing a nonprofit and stuff. So hopefully that's what my end goal is. You know, so
that by doing there's some kind of loophole there with the nonprofit thing where you can actually get funded by the government to do that.
Yeah.
I do it myself, man. Well, they'll fund you. It's like a loan or something, but they'll put you up. They'll get you started, you know, and that'd be awesome. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you, Eric Thomas. I appreciate it. Motherfucker. But Jeff, man, it was great having you. You're a wonderful guest. You have a great message. Grind and Shine Recovery. Go check the channel out. Go check his message out. Try to get more positive reinforcement in your life. And, buddy, keep on rocking in the free world, man. And
for sure. You got my number, bro. If you have any hard nights or something, man.
Absolutely, bro. You have a good one, my friend.
Yep. I'll get that bag out to you, too, tomorrow.
All right. Let me know.
Yep. Stay up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a great interview, man. Had a good time chopping it up with the Grind and Shine Recovery. I hope everybody got a little something from that, or somebody that maybe needed it got a little something from it. And, you know, this is where I'm going to open up some questions. Anybody have any questions? We can do that for a little bit, and then we'll get the night started. I hope everybody has a blessed night. There's no doubt it's highly contagious disease. Seen developed before it was released. Thank you, Nanny. Appreciate the support. And I appreciate all your positivity. You always have a positive thing to say. And I read the comments. People think I don't interact. That's what I'm usually doing while the guests are talking. I'm reading what you guys are saying. Alex Jones, thank you so much. A little more fancy. Well, honestly, you know, I want to just make it feel a little more professional for the guests. I want to, add a little bit to the channel for you guys, honestly. And I just want, to stick around. I'm trying to stay relevant. But I appreciate everybody watching. And Jaw said, Lance, will you please show us a few dance moves? Oh, man, dude, I don't know. I'm not a very good dancer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real crackers don't dance. We just pull up our pants, do the rock away. Here we go. Yeah. There it is right there, bro. Big Sid's going to have a field day with that one. Wow, she's going to have a whole fucking video about that one. Appreciate that, Angel, man. Love the Bronx. Love New York. Hope you guys are okay out there. Thank you, Chris Neal. I appreciate it. Much love, Jaw. I got moves, man. I got moves. I got bars. I'm swaggy as a fuck with my goddamn Chomo glasses on. Man, I love kicking it with y'all, man. I hate getting off here. So Big Lancer, thank you, Splatter Master and the Leather Lady Lover. Okay, that is a fucking name right there. I wish this was Big Lance off the Splatter Master Leather Lady Lover Yard. That's what I wish this show was called. You, my friend, are awesome for that. Did you guys check the workout I just put on there, man? It's a few little workouts. I did the routine. Damn right, more tattoos. I just talked to my boy Ronnie, and we're getting ready to blast this dome piece, baby. Getting ready to blast this dome piece. You guys are going to be in for that too. Appreciate that, brother. I tell you, at the end of it, I actually did some of these like Superman push-ups where you push up and extend both hands and feet. But for some reason, my Vixer out, I'm going to put it on the next video I do so y'all can check me doing that out. You can see the old fat man doing Supermans. You too. That's what happened, bro. That's what happened. What's my favorite post-workout meal? Chicken. I appreciate that, Chris Neal, man. I really do. And I know there's a lot of people that do that. Y'all just, there's my dog. What's up, baby? I see you. Successful convicts. Make sure you're going and checking them out. We're getting ready to start up some entrepreneurism. Sorry, I've been busy, bro. I had to, wifey had me doing some crazy shit this week. Appreciate that, y'all. You know, a lot of people say, try to compare me and Wes Watson or say that I'm the broke down Wes Watson or something like that. I'm not none of that. I'm just Big Lance, and I respect Wes Watson for what he does, and I respect his success. I respect the fact that he came from nothing and made himself into something. How can you not respect that? Look past whatever things you don't like and look at, you know, what he has accomplished. I mean, shit, the man did it. You can't hate on him. He's gonna be around for a while, man. Much love, y'all. You know what it is, man. I appreciate you. And to anybody that didn't catch the live interview, man, go back and watch it. It was good. Grind and shine recovery. Got the homie Jeff talking, telling a little bit of a story. And we just chopped it up, man. I told him I'm getting ready to do the detox, just pretty much cold turkey here in about a week or so. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to have to man the fuck up, man. I'm going to have to toe that line, like we say. And how can I tell you people to do it if I'm not willing to do it? I'm ready to break these chains. I'm ready to stop taking that shit. I'm tired of being on it. Nah, we don't beef over here, man. Appreciate that, dude, K. Much love to all the real ones out there, man. And you guys just keep on trucking. You know, I know this shit's crazy right now. I know that the coronavirus shit is a motherfucker. But we're going to stay live. We're going to keep posting videos, man. So if you do get quarantined, the whole shit breaks down, then listen, we're going to be here for each other, man. You know what I mean? You guys have slowly become part of my life, part of my own family, man. And what's up, Shane's World? You guys check out Shane's World as well, man. How you been? The biggest shutdowns right now for us, I went and tried to go because I have to do ASAP in order to get my license back. And I went today to give them the $500 and gave them the DMV and all that shit. And they were like, listen, everything's shut down, man. You can't even go to court right now. Even the courts are shut down. So it's getting ready to happen. Maryland just shut down all the gas stations and shit. So we're the state under them. I think somebody's speaking about in the next 36 to 48 hours that it's going to be like lockdown. These kids are going to drive me crazy. Yeah, I think work's getting ready to shut down for a lot of people. It's just gonna this is gonna take a fucking shit right on our economy. But if any of y'all, and I'm gonna say this, if any of y'all are gonna be shut down and need some help, please hit me on Instagram. Obviously, you don't. I'm not going to the gym, bro. I bought some weights and shit. Just posted a little workout video. I'm gonna just get in at the house right now. I'm not going to boxing class for about a week or so. You know, I'm not so much worried, but I'm definitely, you know, trying to be smart about it. I think sweating and, you know, blood bleeding on each other probably not the best move right now. But if anybody on here is struggling financially and you have no food, please hit me on Instagram, man, and I will try to do what I can do for you, man, as far as trying to make sure that you and your family have something. I do have a lot of kind of connections through Facebook and stuff like that. So if I know somebody in your area, maybe I can try to send them your way. I can send them some money or something to try to help you out. I really want to help some people out, man. If you're a vet and you're struggling, please hit me up as well. I'm actually going to speak at a convention, a PTSD convention. Mike the Barber hooked it up for me, and the guy that runs it all for these vets, I guess he saw my videos and he was like, yo, I'd like to have Big L come out there and talk. And he asked me, I said, it's a no-brainer. Of course, please tell me, give me a week ahead of. See, I do a lot of stuff outside of this show that I don't really talk about because I feel like, honestly, when you do good things, you just do them. You know, you don't need to brag and boast about it. I focus on the channel because I don't think I need to bring all that here and try to validate myself. I try to validate myself through my actions and my words, not so much what I do outside of here, but we do a lot, actually. Oh, that's awesome, Danny. But if anybody, you know, I can try to give you some dry goods. Go to Facebook, Felons Embracing Freedom. It's a group I started about a year ago. That was actually how all the social media stuff started. That's the original page. You can also contact us at Big Lance Off the Yard fan page on Facebook, Instagram, Big Lance Off the Yard. You can hit me personally, Lance Moore on Facebook. I want to help. You know, please, man, if you don't need it, don't you take advantage of it because we really want to help people that need it. And I appreciate everybody that showed up for the interview. I want to go spend some time with Bryce, man. He just got back not too long ago, and you know, we bought him a new bed. I put that together for him, man. It's his first bed that he's ever had. Because, you know, I've been gone, so he's been taking hand-me-downs. I'll tell you what, if you go to the gym and you want to stop for a while, go to Walmart. No bullshit. Go to Walmart, and for $40, they got one of those vinyl weight sets. That's what I got. It comes with 100 pounds of weight. But you spend another $30, and you can get the dumbbells and the dumbbell plates. That's 40 pounds. You can add them to the bar. You get plenty of weight to work out, man, for very, very, very little money. I think I spent like $100 and I got the bar, the dumbbells, the a kettlebell, a 30-pound kettlebell or whatever. So, I mean, I got some shit. I got a mat for Brandy and me to do sit-ups and all that. I mean, we got shit that we can stay in shape with. What's the hardest I've ever been punched, and was it a sucker punch? No, I've been punched pretty hard in my life, man. I've been punched pretty hard. Ox hit me pretty hard on Street Beach, man. That dude hit me hard as a bitch. Matt Hayes said Big Lance will make your living room look like a yard. That's crazy. No doubt, man. Successful Convicts said do a lockdown workout video. I've done a couple of them in the beginning, man. I did some like cardio workouts and shoe workouts. There you go. Danny Roberts getting it in. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go, man. I love you guys. Make sure you hit me up on those social media accounts. Once again, Felons Embracing Freedom. Big Lance fan group. Big Lance Off the Yard fan group on Facebook. Lost Souls and Personal Wisdom. What's happening? What's going on with you? How's that channel coming, Bubba? Tell you what. Send me your go to Big Lance Off the Yard on Instagram real quick. Send me your email and I'll bring you on right now, and we can talk about your channel. That's what's up. Okay, go to Lance Moore on Facebook and send it to me in Messenger. You're gonna have to get an Instagram dude to do his YouTube thing. I promise you that. Me and J-Rock, not J-Rock, me and Nate Dogg are getting ready to do an interview too. We might do that today. Good shit. I don't know what's going on with my notifications, man. I got to figure that shit out. You guys want to meet Lost Souls and Personal Wisdom real quick? We should get the same props as drug addicts. They stop drugs and get praise. I've stayed out for 9 years. Where's my chip? You're damn right, Matt. Actually, man, I really agree with you on that, bro. Like, what if we started like an after prison group, like an AA, but it'd be for convicts? Like, call it CA, Convicts Anonymous. And we could go in there like a men's group or a women's group or even co-ed. And we could have those things, man. I mean, who's to say we can't do that? I think it would help people, dude. For real. I really do. Let's see if we can get them on here real quick. Trying to see who's going to hit me up. Lost Souls in Recovery, man. Hit me up on Facebook real quick. We can bring you on. We can talk about your show for a minute. Talk about your channel. You've been a part of my channel. And you know, I'm down. I'm down to promote any positivity. LANCEMOORE. I'm definitely on Facebook. What's up, Nesbit? What's going on, everybody? Luca, what's happening? OKC is up in this bitch. We got some more people coming in. Anybody that just showed up, we just did a live interview with Grind and Shine Recovery. Make sure you're getting over there and checking this channel out. Trying to bring on somebody real quick. Our buddy from the BLC, man, he's got a show called Lost Souls and Personal Wisdom, which I love because I got the Lost Soul tatted right here. Y'all know what it is. Always good vibes, brother. Always good vibes. Just in case, thank you so much, brother. Always on point. Blue light. Blocking glasses. Who is this? Hey, what's up, bud? Come on in. I'm kind of doing a live right now, but all right. So, well, I'll tell you what, Lost Souls, hit me up and we'll get that together and we'll set it up. You guys, I'm gonna get off of here and go ahead and get my night started. 2 shifts a day for a year now. It's all started.
What's up?
Yeah.
I was just playing with a streamer, so I got excited.
Come here, Bryce. You want to say hi to everybody real quick? That guy, Bryce.
Of course, I'm the most famous one here. What's up? Oh, Dad, guess what?
Hold on. What?
I'm wearing glasses.
Yeah, my eyes are today.
All right, I'll tell you after this.
All right, love you. Yeah, the notifications are messed up. I'm going to get the notifications tightened up. You guys have a good day, man. Thank you to BLC OGs. And as always, prison rules are in effect. Be humble, be kind, stay true, stay up, stay out, sucker free, toe the line, and man the fuck up, everybody. We love each and every one of you. Have a good afternoon, and stay solid, y'all.
She had like 1,000 views.